Hello. And yes, I know my last stream, for whatever reason, just stopped. Sorry about that. We'll see if it does it again. And technically my birthday is tomorrow, but I'm not going to be able to stream or anything tomorrow, so I figured we could all celebrate today. How's everybody doing? I have a few things to share, I suppose. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't, Shayna. I hope not. And thank you, Random. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a From video this week just because I have lots of plans for the birthday and everything, both today and tomorrow, and then I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. Super celebratory stuff. Well, tonight my roommate is taking me out to a Johnny Cash cover band. So that should be interesting. And what boyfriend, Shayna? I told you we had a breakup. I have been having some fun though. Ain't that always how it goes, Random? I'm happy for you. Yeah, Shayna, that was like 2 months ago. I talked about it on stream and everything. You're okay. But yeah. We are no longer together, but we're remaining friends and, you know, feeling things out, so could be worse. Thank you, Just Aloe. I did go on 2 dates since last week, which were actually really nice. I don't know where it's gonna go. Like, could just be some fun, could lead to something else. I don't know. But I'm having, I'm having a good time. He makes me feel nice and special. So that was cool. And yes, I've been having a little fun besides that as well. Why not? I'm 31 now with this birthday. We gotta live life up. And yes, 2 dates with the same guy. He's very cool. Again, like I said, I have no idea what it may lead to. But we shall see. Sorry, my jacket is all tangled in this. And yeah, 31. I'm becoming an old man. The only thing that actually shows my age are my knees. When I bend down to lift anything, they pop and crack so horrifically badly. That's actually one of the reasons I'm going to the doctor on Tuesday. I'd be like, should I be concerned about this? This seems like a little bit excessive. Is there anything to take care of this? But yeah. I'm now getting on into my 30s. Aw, thanks, Shayna. I appreciate it. I do kind of want to visit Florida. It doesn't seem like a place I would want to live, but there's a lot of like fun shit out there in Florida that I want to go see. You know, I want to go to Busch Gardens, Orlando Studios. Did I say Orlando Studios? I meant Universal Studios. Thank you, Random. I'm gonna hold on to the early 20s look as long as I possibly can. Yeah, I've been to Universal over in California, but obviously not the one out in Florida, and it seems like it's vastly the superior one out there in Florida. And hell yeah, let's go to Busch Gardens. I've wanted to go to Busch Gardens since I was like 6 years old. That's on the bucket list for sure. And I am going to be traveling a lot more next year. Again, turning 31, a lot of life changes going on. I'm like, I am going to get out there and do some stuff that I've always said I was going to do, but always pushed it off because I was nervous or had money issues or whatever it might be. I'm just going to say fuck it and do it. And thank you, Shayna. I hope so. I mean, I'm looking for a new job right now, so we'll see if any new jobs, if they happen, if they will allow for travel. But even if they don't, like, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm tired of putting things off. And Shayna's not trying to do nothing random. Let me turn down the music for the stream as well. Last time I got copyrighted for royalty-free music for that stream, so I'm just going to avoid it this time. When I met up with that guy, he showed me this show Hacks on HBO that I was actually really enjoying. I thought it was very funny. I still haven't gotten to see Wicked. Wicked's definitely something I want to watch. And he mentioned Dune Prophecy. He was saying he really liked it a whole lot more than the movies for Dune, which I found very surprising. So I guess I'm gonna have to watch that at some point. My coworker also recommended I watch Queen and Slim. I think that's what it's called, Queen and Slim. So I'll need to give that a watch. And yes, Hacks is a comedy. And I know, Random, I've heard from many, many people that Wicked was, like, beyond great, which makes me really want to watch it. I didn't expect it to be that good. I had very little interest in watching it, to be perfectly honest, but considering how many people have said it's fantastic, and I do like the Broadway version of it, why not? I'll have to give it a look-see. At least not yet, Random. We'll see. I did like the aesthetics of Raised by Wolves from season 1, but are you just saying that because it has what's his name in it? I cannot remember the actor's name, but I think he played Marcus was his name in Raised by Wolves. Well, I think Les Miserables and Wicked have very different appeals. I also didn't like Les Miserables, but I'm willing to give Wicked a go. Some musicals I enjoy. And hey, Chucky. I'm 31 now, Chucky. I've only seen him in Raised by Wolves, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not sure what kind of typecasting you even mean. I have not seen Yellow Jackets. It's on my list as well, though. It keeps popping up on my recommended whenever I open up. I can't remember what streaming service it is, but it's always there. It's like, you gonna watch this? It's time to watch it. So I guess I'll have to here pretty soon. The landscape and the tech, interesting. I've heard the show takes place like right after the Machine Wars, making it like a super duper prequel, which I find interesting. Well, I mean, Les Miserables was a weird musical just because it was all sung. Like, not a single bit of it wasn't singing, which I find difficult to get through in a musical. Like, they described it perfectly in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Like, in a musical, people start singing when words are not enough to suffice. Like, you have to sing your emotions out there. Like, you hit a certain threshold, and then it's time to sing. When it's just all singing, just kind of loses its meaning and just gets very boring. And how many seasons of Yellow Jackets is there? 3? I did love House of the Dragon. Season 1 and 2. I know a lot of people didn't like Season 2, but I thought it was really good. And thank you, Rhodey. Yeah, like I said, the singing loses a bit of meaning when it's just all singing. Oh, Yellow Jackets is about women doing crime, is it? That actually does interest me a little bit more in it. I know like exactly zero about that show, other than one of the villains from The Last of Us season 1 is one of the characters on that show. So, like I said, I'll give it a look-see. I'm just not sure when. I'm so busy. You always hear me say that, but like, I truly am so busy. In a place where you can do crime. Interesting. Don't say too much. When I do watch it, I definitely want to go into it very blind. Maybe I'll do it for the channel. I'm not sure. From still isn't doing very well on the channel at all, but it's whatever. I'm enjoying the show. I find it to be very interesting. I'm so nervous about the Lost thing, though. Since that last episode I watched, giving the whole, like, oh, maybe we're just dead and in purgatory. I'm like, please don't let that be how it goes, please. Don't spoil it for me if that is how it goes, but, like, I just really, really don't want that to be the direction the show takes, because that... It just makes me feel like, what's the point? Everyone's already dead, who cares? Women's rights and women's wrongs. Is From getting on your nerves like all the way in season 3, or are you watching along with me? It does seem to be quite the sleeper show. There's just not a lot of traction for it, which is too bad because like it's really really good. I think it's very well made, very well acted. The atmosphere is fantastic. The questions being brought up are great. As long as the answers to those questions are at least somewhat satisfying, then I feel like it's a huge hit. I mean, I kind of imagined they are going to drag out like what's really going on. I just need some answers to some things or elaborations on like how some things function. I just need something in terms of answers throughout the show. I don't need it all. Oh, I see, random. I see. I see. I'll take some. I will take some. Hopefully, I get a little something in season one, though. Again, nothing major. I'm fine with them extending the mystery out. But that was my big problem with Raised by Wolves, where it's like, here's a question, here's a question, here's a question, here's another question, here's another question. Something crazy just happened. Do you know why? No. Here's another question. Another question. Cancelled. And then you just don't get answers to fucking anything. That's why I think shows should give some answers as you go, because you never know if your show's going to continue on the way you want it to. And it's a really lame thing to cancel a show mid question, you know? I mean, I'm definitely not bored and from either. It wasn't hilarious when the show got canceled. I was so frustrated. Frustrated, but at the same time, I was kind of over the show anyways because I cannot get over that fucking tree thing. Like, ugh. That bothered me so much. That was my favorite character. The most twisted, pun intended, disgusting way they could have done that. Like, I really hate that. Oh, my mom's calling. Hold on just one moment.
Hello, this is a free call from an incarcerated individual at Nevada Department of Corrections Florence McClure Women's Correctional Center. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please
I will tell her you said hi.
the instructions to register this number as a private number.
I'm on a stream right now. Shayna wanted to say hi to you.
Hi. I wanted to call to find out how your date was.
It was really good. We had a second one.
I love that. And before I go any further, I need to make sure I have your actual address so I can mail this back to you because it has a spiral something in it.
Yeah, read it off to me.
You give me the address because I don't have it. They wouldn't write it on there.
Well, I can't say it on a stream. That's a little dangerous.
Oh, yeah, I guess not. All right, well, I'll call and get that later.
Here, hold on. Let me just mute my mic. Hold on just one moment, everybody. I'm just hanging out. Again, it's my pre-birthday stream.
Yeah, because tomorrow's your birthday.
That's right.
At 6:41 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough time for your father to finish his round of golf. Be back just so that you can be born.
Yes, it is.
Now, do
Do it what?
Do the rest of your friends have birth stories like that? Where their mother had to wait until their father was done with golf?
I've never actually asked any friends about their birth stories. I will tonight.
Really?
I'll be like, Alex, tell me the story. How'd that go down?
Tell me the story. I know when I was born and I know where I was made.
That I do.
It's clown world. It's a place.
Ugh.
Oh, did you forget your father's birthday yesterday?
Nope, I called
I
him.
told Okay, I told Mallory to remind you. And your grandmother's is Tuesday.
That one I'm gonna need another reminder on the day, but I will give them a call too. Been avoiding talking to them too much here lately.
Why?
I don't really know.
Well, go with your gut. Sometimes it's the best thing to do. Fine. So the art expo went okay,
Good.
and there was a lady from the Three Square food place that came and was just oddly enraptured with my work, and she was like, I just think this is amazing, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, that's very nice. Have you considered, since I can't donate directly to your program and feed people, that maybe you did some kind of charity event art thing yourself, where you had an exhibition of art to feed the soul, and all the proceeds, or at least a portion thereof, went to feed the bellies of those you serve.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 60-40 thing, where 60% of the proceeds on a charitable sale would go directly to you, and the 40% would go to me, for our supplies and stuff. And, all the artists in here that we got together, and you could create some kind of, special event that happened annually, or
Yeah, something.
And she was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And she took my card, and I've never heard from her again. So that was my attempt at
Yeah.
networking.
Well, at least it was a good attempt. Their loss if they don't, follow up.
I don't know. Two people tried to save my soul.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, one of the ladies, Chaplain Yvette, she comes on Thursdays, I want to say, but I might be making that part up. Anyway, one of the paintings, the devil where the demon that whisper in your ear, and not really letting go of the past because it's safer, because the unknown is crazy, right?
Right.
And she was like, that painting is of the devil. And I'm like, well, no, the title, The Devil You Know, is a metaphor for past traumas.
Mm-hmm.
She started on how she was going to save my life, and blah, 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 and Jesus, and blah, blah. And then another lady came up at the same time, who was a mental health advisor, works at some place here in Vegas, and was like, oh my God, that painting is beautiful. It says exactly what my patients go through and struggle. And then they started debating, and I'm like, did you have this debate elsewhere? So
You're kind of cramping my style here.
making me uncomfortable. And then another chaplain came. She comes on Saturday. She was like, what if I asked you to paint something angelic? And I go, yeah, I'm not stuck in a specific genre. Like I said in my profile, I like the darkness, because without that, you can't see light.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be clear. If it was all bright light, you would not see anything. You have to have darkness. There has to be shadow. There has to be. And she's like, well, I never looked at it that way. I know. People like you don't. You see the darkness and assume that it means depravity. And it can. I'm not saying that that's not there. I'm just saying that even in a depraved situation, you can find light. Just like me.
Yep, 100%.
Then she finally left and was like, oh, God, I don't know that I ever want to participate in this again.
Yeah, something you gotta put up with, though, whenever
Yeah.
you have people check out your art.
Yeah, one of them was like, well, you have to explain it to me. And I said, no, not actually. If you walk up to a painting, the artist is not present. In fact, they could be dead. Nobody's there to explain it to you. You explain the art to yourself. What does it feel? What does it bring out in what does it mean?
Well, apparently to one of them it brought out the devil.
Right. So one of my paintings isn't even finished, right? And they're like, why is it up here if it's not done? It's not done on purpose. It is a Valkyrie ride, much like the battle is life. It's never done. And you never know what you're going to change or what you might have done differently. So I left it undone so that the viewer can see what they would want in it. Oh, you should explain that. No, I shouldn't. I mean, the fact that I am doesn't mean anything except, okay, whatever, dude.
No, yeah. Again, that's what art is there for you to interpret and enjoy how you will.
So
Like when you...
What are you streaming about? What video?
Nothing, I'm just hanging out.
Well, my friend's hanging out. Can they hear me?
I think they can hear you a little bit. Can you all hear her?
They think I'm creepy.
No, so far, Shayna said you sound very sweet.
Oh, you're just funny. That's not what the lady said when she was trying to save my soul.
Yeah, well, fuck her.
No, thank you. Not on your best day. Not a second. And that's pretty rotten. No.
That's an absolute no, thank you.
Yeah, talk about a deal with the devil. No, thank you. So what are you going to do the rest of the day?
Alex is taking me out to a Johnny Cash show.
Do you like Johnny Cash, sweetie?
Johnny Cash is good, yeah. It's like a Johnny Cash cover band.
Oh, a cover band. Well, I mean, he's dead, so that'd be hard to go see him, right?
Wait, say that again?
Isn't Johnny Cash dead?
Yes, he's dead.
I mean, that would make it difficult to see him.
That it would.
That it would. Speaking of seeing him, when do you think I might be able to see you again?
Well, I was gonna come today, but then everyone wanted to make plans for the birthday.
Your birthday time. I understand that.
I can come next week, though.
Okay. Well, I was there for your birthday, so they could have you for this time. I don't mind. I waited for your dad to finish golf. I could wait to see you. Oh, it's funny.
I wish I could just come tomorrow, but of course they have very strict times.
No, tomorrow is for like the people in Seg and stuff, and I'm not going back there.
Exactly.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today, baby. Well, I'm sorry that the calendar has to be sent back to you. You can use your card to get a refund, right?
I'm just gonna keep the calendar because I really liked it. So I'll just have to get you something else.
All right, no spiral.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a deal breaker for them. I don't know. I guess I don't know why. That's stupid.
I have no idea what they honestly think we can do with it, but clearly it's something good. And I'm just too stupid to figure it out yet. But I'll be excited to see what else comes.
Yep.
I didn't even get to see this. That's the worst part.
Aw. Well, I'm back to the drawing board.
I want to go to the mailroom and go, let me see it before I send it back. It's important for me to see. Oh,
I'm like,
speaking of
you guys can hold it for me and everything. Just let me see what it looks like.
right, hold it up. I won't look at it. I won't touch it. Is there any way you could send me some pictures on my 3PM player about Harry Potter?
Sure. What? Anything specific?
Well, I would like to see exterior of Hogwarts with like the water, or and I would also like Harry in a Quidditch match, maybe the first one where he's reaching for it. Anything specific Gryffindor. I have to do something for property, and they wanted Harry Potter, and nobody seems to have anything for reference material for me to look at here.
Seems odd, but yeah.
No, it's Harry Potter. And I can't believe I don't have any. But I don't.
It's all good. I can get you something.
Well, as soon as you can get that would be very helpful. I would appreciate it a lot.
Can do.
I need it on my 3PM player so I can zoom it up and see, because, I'm blind.
No worries.
I'm a blind blind artist. Isn't that funny?
That's how it goes.
I know.
So far, my vision is still holding up, but we'll see how long that lasts now that I'm 31.
Oh, shut your mouth. Was it 31 years ago? I thought it was 30.
Nope, this is 31.
We're going to stick with 30 because it makes me feel better.
Okay.
How was your dad's birthday?
That's good. I mean, I didn't get to see him or anything. We're just going to see each other on Christmas Eve.
Okay, how was Thanksgiving with them?
It sucked, but, you know.
Hello?
Did you not hear me?
No.
Oh, I said it sucked, but, you know,
Oh,
expected that.
yeah. Fun time. Well, tell your friends I hope they have a good day. There's a mom looking at me and it's making me uncomfortable. I don't know why they flash.
Okay.
I must have to go somewhere. All right, so I love you. 1, 2, 3, I love you, Google.
1, 2, 3, love you, Google.
I'll see you next week. Thank you for the Harry Potter stuff, and sorry about the calendar.
No, it's all good. I will get you another one, this time with no spirals.
Yeah, just a regular big fat calendar. I think it can. I know that the size can be fairly large, like 14 by 17 or whatever. I don't know. No, 24. It can be no bigger than 13 by 24, which is a weird number, but
Okay.
when it's open.
When it's open.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Just those regular square calendars were
Okay.
happy.
I got you.
I saw my Zelda one.
Oh, good.
I know I keep everything. I'm a hoarder.
I mean, some of those calendars I thought were pretty nice.
I know, they're very cool. All right, well, you have fun with your friends, and I will talk to you later. 1, 2, 3, I love you, Google.
1, 2, 3, love you, Google.
Talk about your birthday.
You have 1
I
minute
think
left.
they're fun.
Talk about what?
The caller has hung up.
What did she even say there? Thank you, Spicy. And I try to be a good son. I love my mom. And yes, I am such an old lady now. I'm glad you guys got to hear some of that conversation. I love my mom. She's funny. And thank you, Justin. Like how I just told her I don't need my glasses, but my eyes are kind of hurting right now. We're doing well, Justin. We're doing well. Talk about my birth. I'll tell the story. Sure, why not? Yes, she is random. Basically, she just got tired of being pregnant one day and was like, I'm going into labor. And she wasn't. Went into the hospital, like was pretending to have contractions and everything. And they were like, oh, okay, well, let's get you going. Basically induced labor, essentially. Because I wasn't due to be born for like 2 more weeks or something. And she was just like, I've had enough. No more. And she told my dad, like, hey, I'm giving birth. You should come down and help me out. And he said, I'm busy with a golf game. I'll come as soon as I'm finished. Just like my dad. And he made it there just in time, was born 6/41, December 16th. 31 years ago. Tomorrow. And how have you been, Justin? It's been a little while since I've seen you. Yeah, nothing too exciting with the birth story, just that my dad was unbelievably more concerned about finishing his golf game. Queen never cry. Securus? What are you talking about? Oh no! What happened, Justin? Are you okay? And yeah, I was supposed to be a Capricorn, but my mom said, nah, tired of that. Aw, tell your mom I said hi. Bum, 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 bum. I hate how catchy the From theme song is. Because, like, I still hold true to saying I think the intro is kind of boring, but the music is so good. I actually really like it. The Que Sera Sera. Oh shit. That's really scary. I'm glad you're okay now, Justin. How did it rupture? You sucking too much dick? Did you take a monster and then it almost killed you? No judgment if you did. I would be impressed, actually. I mean, I don't even want the intro for that show to be creepy. I'd feel like basically like the still images of like the town and the drawings are just a little boring. Might have been what? Say it with your chest, Shayna. Say it with your chest. Oh, I see, I see. I'm sorry to hear that. I just had to have an ultrasound on my liver a couple weeks ago. Yes, random. Aw, damn, that sucks, Justin. I have to change my diet too, according to what is it? Oh, according to my doctor. At least you have a cute liver. Yeah, getting older sucks. There's all these health problems and weird bullshit that you have to contend with all the time. Does anyone know when Interview with the Vampire Season 3 comes out? Well, I'm glad you're catching up on my videos, Justin. But your recovery takes priority for sure. who knows what death actually brings? Random. I'm still absolutely terrified of death. The unknown really gets to me. I hope it means Aubrey Plaza just shepherding me on to the next life. That would be nice. Yeah, I just really like season 2 a lot, so I'm interested in season 3, and I don't want to have to wait 3 years for the next season like I have to do with every other show nowadays. At least From comes out every year and a half. Like, that's reasonable. And I know, Shayna. Summer 2025. That's not bad. See, a show that actually has a little bit of urgency to it. For fuck's sake. House of the Dragon's supposed to not come back till like 2026. I'm like, dude, you're gonna lose interest. People are gonna lose interest in things if you wait too long. 2026 for season 4 From. That checks out with their track record of about every year and a half. At the rate I'm going, that'll probably be just in time for me to finish up season 3. No birthday decorations or balloons or anything. Just some friends who are going to be taking me out to do some things over the next 2 days, which is very nice. I normally don't celebrate my birthday, but I had a really rough year. I almost didn't make it to 31 this year, so I think it's appropriate that I celebrate it and have some fun. I'm also ready for The Last of Us Season 2. I am so excited. Also excited for the new game that they announced, that intergalactic game. I see a lot of people already being super toxic online, being like, oh, it's another female-led bullshit, whatever. But it looks pretty cool to me. I don't know. Call me a feminist, call me a whatever you want. I don't want to judge something until I've actually played it or seen a little bit more about it. And yeah, Hot D is just taking forever. Honestly, though, we used to get shows every 3 months. I remember when The Walking Dead first came out, the hiatus in between seasons was like 3 or 4 months long. Kind of miss those days. And I don't think it's that people are never going to be pleased. I think it's that they're just really loud voices in the toxic space of the internet now, where people just want to talk shit. Whether it be about politics or media, or they want to make media political when it's not. Like, it's just so annoying. People are already shitting on The Witcher 4 because it's going to be Ciri as the main character now, which it seemed like The Witcher 3 was definitely setting that up in the first place. I don't know why people are all upset about it. And something else that's really gross about that is they did the same thing with The Last of Us Part 1 versus Part 2. Now that the female character is no longer a teenager and is older, they're like, oh, they made her ugly. And I'm like, what? Literally, what are you talking about? Like, the character, for one, looks objectively pretty. 2, they're just older. And it's a very creepy connotation that people only are attracted to, like, teenage girls, basically, which I find very gross and weird. And that's becoming, like, a really common thing that I'm really struggling with, trying to figure out a reason for it other than people are just fucking pedophiles. Oh, nice, Justin. Good. He deserves that nomination. He was so good in that. So does Jacob Anderson, though. I think they both did. Okay, but the following for these other shows, Shayna, are also just massive. Like, the following for House of the Dragon, while maybe not on the same level as The Walking Dead, like, it's huge. It is utterly massive. There's no reason they shouldn't be able to continue on, especially when they greenlight these seasons ahead of time. Like, season 2 came out, and before the season even came out, they greenlit season 3. So, like, get to work. Get going here. I don't know. I find it frustrating that it takes so long in between seasons now. I was talking about the game, Shayna, not the show. But yeah, I agree. The show, I'm not very into anymore now that they got rid of Henry Cavill. That's a very poor decision on their part, or his part. It's still not clear what exactly happened. Most people gave up on The Walking Dead, which is fair because it got super dragged out. Which actress got the nomination? And you're right, the budgets are much bigger than they were for The Walking Dead, which does play a big part into it. I understand that. That's why I said I'm fine with shows taking about a year and a half in between. Like, I'm fine with waiting longer to get better results. But waiting 3 to 6 years per season, that's really pushing it. Like, that really hurts the actors and the people working on the show because they're not getting paid in that time in between. They have to find other work, which could potentially conflict with another season coming up, and it's just this whole issue. And people just lose interest when you're going such long periods in between without having seen it, and then they're like, oh, new season's coming out. You're like, oh, I forgot about that show, and now you want me to care again. Let's see if I do. Like, it's just, I feel like it's bad business. And yes, I was talking about the game. They just revealed the new trailer for it at the Game Awards. I mean, the girl playing Yennefer, I cannot remember her name to save my life. She was great, so I'm curious to see what role she could play. Ooh, she would make a great Zatanna. Kind of hope that that's who she's playing. Catherine Hahn and Patti LuPone, very nice. Yeah, Euphoria and Stranger Things, I think, are huge prime examples of that, where the last season of Euphoria was, what, 3 years ago now? Maybe more? I think maybe 4 years ago, because I want to say it came out 2020, but maybe it was 2021. Stranger Things was even longer, in between its, third and fourth season, and now it's fourth and fifth season. Stranger Things has such a huge following, I don't think they'll have a problem with keeping people interested. Like, as soon as they reveal a trailer for that, people are going to just lose their minds and, like, they'll do fine. But they do also have the major issue of these characters who are supposed to be, like, 15 years old or in their 20s now. Which I can get over it, but it is a little distracting. Euphoria, I don't even know if I want to watch another season of that. Season 2 I found to be a bit of a disappointment. There's all the issues with Drake being involved with the show. And you have the same issue of characters that were playing teenagers who are already in their early 20s are now, like, approaching their 30s, supposedly playing these same characters. So, like, I don't know, man. Thank you, Savage. Arcane taking so long makes sense to me, though. Like, it's an animated creation, which takes longer than live action. To have your, like, artists and everything do as much as they do for that show, it's going to take a long time. So I was more okay with that taking a while, which honestly, it was only what, like 2 years in between seasons? Not too bad considering the amount of artistry that goes into the show. But when you're talking live action, I'm like, you don't have as much of an excuse on that one. You get some, again, because the budgets and CGI and everything are so top notch nowadays, but still. Okay. She could play that role pretty well. Millie is married? That's crazy. See, I wouldn't even say Euphoria Season 2 was bad. It was just disappointing. Like, the things they decided to focus on were not what I think they should have been focusing on. And it did have one episode in there, the one where Rue completely spiraled. That was some of the best television I'd ever seen. It was just inconsistent. And no, I have not finished Arcane. I still haven't watched Season 2. Said she's not coming, but there's a rumor that they're doing a 5-year jump. I mean, they would probably have to. I don't even know if I'll watch season 3 of Euphoria. Like I said, the affiliation of Drake, the constant problems that the director had with his actors. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Sam Levinson apparently beefs with everyone on that show. Like, he seems like kind of a douchebag, if you ask me. But I don't know the guy personally. Maybe it's a misunderstanding. I don't know. Yeah, I would agree, Shayna. I would agree. Mm-hmm. Music to listen to, because I'm listening to music right now. Search Benny Soaked. I probably have already referred this song to you guys, but that's what I'm listening to right now. And Kat was so cool. Like, she had a great storyline. I was mad that they just ditched her, basically, in season 2, because the director and her had problems. And shut up, Savage. I'm 31, not 81. With my knees, though, I might need that cane, so you can go ahead and give me that. Yeah, Benny's good. What to say something about your boy? You soak up half my brain, yes you do. Yeah, I do agree with that, Random. That was really poorly handled. You said a song, you gave me 2. Back to transform. I've seen Dexter. I just got bored with it. I'm gonna listen to that Unpeople the Garden one real quick. Ooh. I'm kind of digging this already. There's a spin-off for everything nowadays, random. Spin-off for Game of Thrones, a spin-off for every Marvel project, a spin-off for literally everything at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if instead of The Last of Us 3, they're like, we're gonna do a spin-off Last of Us game. Like, just... It's okay to let some franchises not die, but, you know, rest peacefully, is all I'm saying. I don't currently have Disney Plus, so I didn't even know that Malcolm in the Middle had a limited revival. Is that like a continuation, or are they just putting Malcolm in the Middle on the platform? I'm gonna watch What If season 3. Little sad it's the last season because I actually like What If. And yeah, I saw that Storm was coming in, and I was just like, all right. You're good, Shayna. I'm digging this song. I didn't even see Agatha in the trailer for that. It's just giving me the vibes of almost 9 Inch Nails a little bit. What if Agatha went to Hollywood? Interesting. Is What If season 3 already out? I don't know, but it will be soon. Too bad it's the final season. Father of Peace, the enemy. That's some wild hair there. Jesus. I liked Unpeople. That was good. Oh, they're doing a little continuation. I'm assuming with all the same actors and everything. What is Malcolm's actor's name again? Is it Freddie Munoz? Yeah. Does he even act anymore? I might watch that. I mean, I liked Malcolm in the Middle, but again, I'm like, you can let things go. It's okay to let things die. It's fine. We'll survive. The animation of What If is a little weird. It almost feels AI generated, which I don't like. But at the same time, it does feel like Marvel. Like it has an almost shiny quality to it, which feels very MCU. I like Captain Carter. I didn't have an issue with her. Frankie retired. I'm assuming he's coming out of retirement to do this revival for Malcolm in the Middle. When is that supposed to happen? Okay, so the three main people for sure are returning. And it doesn't. They haven't said when it's coming out. Okay. Just glad that Lois is going to be there. She was my favorite character. The Storm could easily beat up Thor. She's like, "Oh, you're the god of thunder? Well, I'm the goddess of thunder and a lot of other shit too, so get wrecked." No, we got a ways to go for the next Spider-Verse. 2030 is probably not too unrealistic, honestly, for Spider-Verse, part 3. Because again, that's another animation one where when they do decide to like really go for it, it's going to take a while for those animators to get through all that. Because it's a heavily stylized, really cool looking mashup of arts. It's going to take a minute to make that. But it'll be worth it, I think. Into the Spider-Verse has been quite a treat. And yet, Bryan Cranston is coming back for the show as well. It's only those 3 that have been confirmed. Hopefully they get everyone, though. Like, if you're going to do it, you might as well get everyone. But like I said, I would have been fine with them not doing it at all and just saying, you know what? The show had a good run. We can let it peacefully age out and not potentially ruin it with another 4 episodes that may or may not be good. Thank you, Mr. Moore. Versus Hela, I mean, my money's still on Storm. They're not making a Madam Web, too. That's for damn sure. Isn't the actor who played Hyde, didn't he turn out to be like a sexual assaulter or something? Isn't that why he's not on that 2000s show or whatever it's called? Am I crazy? Am I getting that wrong? I could have sworn that was a thing. Well, Bryan Cranston sure didn't flop. he was only getting started, and he had his Breaking Bad era where, goddamn, he did fantastic. He's never really hit it off in big movies, though. I remember right after Breaking Bad, he was in, I want to say like Godzilla or something. But they've just never really found a good stretch of movies or anything for him to be in. He's much more of a TV actor, it would seem. Okay, he is in jail. I was like, I could have sworn he ended up being like a terrible person or something. I have no intention of going to see Craven. I saw Grace's review, how she actually kind of liked it. Most other reviews where they said it's trash. As soon as they revealed that Aaron Taylor Johnson was going to be playing Craven, I was like, nah, I'm good. I think he's a good actor, but completely wrong for that character. I don't want to see the young, hot version of Craven. I want to see the daddy version of Craven as he's supposed to be. And I saw a clip somewhere on YouTube with Rhino in it or something, and I was just like, I'm good. I'm definitely good. I don't want to watch that. No, not Pedro Pascal. No. Joe Manganiello. I think he would make a pretty good Craven. I really hope Madam Web 2 does not happen. That movie was... It was one of the few movies I watched where I was like, wow, that was so bad that I couldn't even enjoy how bad it was. I just feel really robbed of my time. Really, really, really disliked that movie. Because Craven is supposed to be a white guy. Like, you don't really want to give the excessively predatory, like, colonizer themed character to someone who's not white, I feel like. Just in my opinion. Like, I feel like that would poorly connotate to for a few different reasons. You are right about that, Shayna. Joe Manganiello is not exactly the greatest actor. Just looks-wise, I think he could pull off Craven super well. Pedro Pascal's sister? I didn't even know he had a sister. Morbius was also very painful, but I enjoyed that just a smidge more than Madam Web. What else has Dakota Johnson been in besides 50 Shades? Because I didn't like those movies either. And see, why do they make all these villains heroes? What is the point? Like, if you're going to make a movie about a villain, let them be a villain, for fuck's sake. An animal activist? The fuck? He's Craven the Hunter. He hunts wild animals that are gonna make a big challenge for him. That's his whole fucking thing. They made Venom a hero. They made Morbius a hero. Madam Web was always like a hero, I guess, but now they're making Craven an animal activist. That just like actually irritates the shit out of me. I don't think I've seen any of those. Interesting. I'm going to look up Pedro Pascal's sister real quick. Pedro Pascal's sister. Wasn't there something about Pedro Pascal coming out as gay recently? Was that just bullshit? I saw it in passing, and I was just like, oh, really? Cool. Oh, she is gorgeous. Ooh, Shayna, strong words. Although, I mean, I can't disagree considering the only things I have seen her in, I wasn't very impressed with her acting. Random, that's just so stupid. It's just so dumb. I hate that Sony can't make a good movie to save their fucking lives. Like, and I completely agree, Savage. It's like, okay, we want to hold on to the rights of Spider-Man and all these characters, so let's make these movies. I'm like, okay, I find that annoying, but whatever. Make them good at least. And no, they just make them trash every single time. I know some people really like the Venom movies, but I'm like, I just don't think they're good. The only thing those movies have going for them is that Venom is super hot. But that was already a given from the comics and everything. So good job on making Venom what he's supposed to be, very hot. That's it. Everything else about the movies is terrible. Oh, I did see her in Suspiria. She was pretty damn good in that. I do agree. He's not gay? Then what a shame. I wouldn't really call Morbius a hero. Unless you're talking about the movie, in which case he was. Shayna. He's also a fan of musicals and has 2 pet chickens named Sunny and Cher. Venom has been gay coded though. Like, since the comics, the symbiote vibe in general was kind of a gay coded thing, and the way they played out the character of Eddie and Venom throughout the entire history of the comics, super unbelievably gay coded. To not have it be that way in the movies would have been homophobic at best. But yeah, that's the one thing they got correct. Oh, maybe. I want to see that movie, actually. The one with Joaquin and Danny Ramirez. I've heard it's good. Yeah, trying to cure cancer, but still killing people. Like, he's an anti-hero at best. In the comics, anyways. A bigger splash. Never even heard of that. And thank you. Sony can make a good movie, they just don't want to. Was it actually written by someone who wrote for Riverdale? Because that's unfortunate and makes sense. Why did Joaquin leave the movie? reading an article about it right now. Okay, see, they keep saying there's a lot of outrage, but like, why did he leave the movie? From what I'm reading, he hasn't said he left it because it was a gay story. And he has walked out of other movies before. He's just kind of known to do that, which I can see why Hollywood execs might not want to work with someone like that, but I don't see what the outrage for it is specifically. I mean, what I just read, he hasn't said that it was his image that he was worried about. More just that he hasn't given a reason. Like, he just didn't go on it. And it could be because he was worried about his image. Could be that he didn't want to play a gay character, but I somehow doubt that, given Joaquin Phoenix's roles and how into a character he'll get. Like, I just wouldn't imagine that to be the case. I don't know the guy, so 100% he could just be a homophobe who was like, I don't want to do this gay character, fuck that. But I don't see why he would even audition for the role if that was the case. But that's another thing I'm not really understanding. They're like, oh, it fucked up the production and no one's able to film the movie now. I'm like, well, recast. Like, he dropped out. Like, people recast for movies literally all the time. Like, I imagine it must be more complicated than that if the film truly is in limbo and there were things tied up in Joaquin playing the role specifically. Which, again, I don't want to downplay how frustrating and kind of fucked up it is that he just bailed, because, again, in the world of Hollywood, that's a very shit thing to do, to just bail on a production, like, especially when you're so close to filming it. But also, like, just recast the role. Like, I'm really confused as to why this would have completely fucked up the production. There's movies that have recasted a role on, like, 2 days' notice. Like, again, Viggo Mortensen wasn't supposed to play Aragorn, and it was last second that they were like, alright, get him in there. We have to recast this role. The other dude can't do it for whatever reason. I don't remember what the reason was. But get him in there, let's go. And they just went with it. Like, I'm really confused as to why this would cause such an issue. They usually have months of advance notice, but they don't always. And yeah, it's going to cause disarray, but like, you could just recast like that. I know there's other actors out there who would love to play that role. If Pedro Pascal wasn't doing his Marvel shit right now, I'll bet you he would have done it. He probably would have been like, sure, let's go. Let me look up Todd Haynes, see if I have. I don't think I have seen any of his movies. Did I see Carol? I feel like I've seen Carol. No, I don't think I've seen his other movies. I'll have to give him a look-see. I'm very uninterested in the Superman DC new universe that's coming out, but I'm curious about the trailer. I feel like I have seen Carol. Maybe I haven't, though. I really don't know. I don't know. Well, the DC universe is getting restarted now with this Superman movie, so we haven't made it until this month without hearing any Chappelle Roan music. I'm not the biggest fan of Chappelle Roan. I kind of like the music, but I'm not like a huge fan. It's good. No, I have not seen Creature Commandos. Probably will not either. I don't know, maybe. I would have Frank Grillo and Anya Shalotra. That's who plays Yennefer. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not. I'm leaning towards no, but I don't know, maybe. If you're talking about me, I have HBO Max. Thank you very much. I'm too broke to afford Disney Plus. That shit is expensive. Or I could afford it if I wanted to, but there's not enough on there that I want to watch on a daily basis. And you have to have it like as a bundle with Hulu, which I don't understand. Like, can I just get Disney Plus? I don't want Hulu. I guess Hulu has a bunch of animes that I want to watch. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about, random. Yeah, I'm probably going to get going here pretty soon, though, just because I am very hungry and I haven't eaten yet today. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just, like, get rid of HBO Max for a little bit and then do some Disney Plus. There's just nothing on there currently that I want to watch. Maybe I'll do that for What If. Just 1 year younger than you? So you're 32? Thiago? Kid, could you hear my stomach? Because it was growling a couple times. I'm starving. I'm doing a fasting thing where I only eat between 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. And so far it hasn't helped me lose any weight, which is crazy. But again, I need to eat better. That's what's really going to help me lose weight. So I should get on that at some point. My doctor told me to. One of these days I'll do it. I will drink plenty of water because I plan on getting very drunk tonight and probably tomorrow as well. And maybe the day after. I don't know. It's my birthday weekend. I can do what I want. And I always get plenty of sleep. I love sleeping. They're Bene Gesserit are basically witches. Just with a scientific reasoning for why they're able to do what they do. But it's basically being witches. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want to ask me or talk about real quick before I go, like I said, I am starving. Thank you, Simtown. And yes, some shots tonight for sure. And alright, fine, I will. Thank you, Ivanova. Or Ivanova. Whichever it is, I'm sorry. But yes, I will head out now. Gonna go grab some food. Have a good time tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll stream while I'm at the venue tonight or something. Simtown, don't you worry. Maybe. I'm not sure. I might just be enjoying myself. Thank you. Everyone have yourselves a good night. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I will see you all later.